Today we are going to talk about sample space, sigma field and random variable. So first let's consider an example where we consider the two tosses of a fair coin. By fair coin we mean that the probability that head comes up and the probability that tail comes up are both equal. So what will be the outcomes in this case? Since we are considering the two tosses of a single coin, that means when we toss the coin the first time, head can come up, and the second time again head can come up. Next possibility would be that head tail comes up, tail head comes up, or tail comes up. These would be the four possibilities if we toss a single coin twice. Now let's consider x, which is the total number of heads. So according to our example, what would be the values of x? So when tail comes up, the value of x would be 0 since the number of heads is equal to 0. Now the value could be 1 in the case of head tail comes up or tail head comes up. Also the value could be 2 when head comes up. Since our x can take three possible values, that is 0, 1, 2, this is considered the sample space of x. Now let's move on to the sigma field. Now sigma field is equal to sample space plus collection of subsets of sample space. Now according to our example, if we see over here, we have our sample space as 0, 1, 2. Now let's say sigma field equals to b. In this case, our b will be 0, 1, 2, our sample space, and the collection of the subsets of sample space. This is equal to 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 2, then 5. Since S complement is equal to 5. Now let's move on to the conditions that are required for a sigma field. In this case, we have the first condition as if A belongs to the sigma field, this implies that A complement also belongs to the sigma field. So if we see over here, we have S is equals to 0, 1, 2 and S complement is equals to 5. And both of these belongs to the sigma field. Now second condition is if A and are countably infinitely many subsets from the sigma field, then the intersection and union of all these is in sigma field. Now considering our example, let's say we have 0 and 1. Now the intersection of 0 and 1 is equal to 5, and this belongs to our sigma field. Also the union of 0 and 1 is equal to 0, 1, which also belongs to our sigma field. This also satisfies our second condition of the sigma field. Now let's move on to random variable. What is a random variable? Random variable is something that is associated with the random experiment. Now this definition is in layman terms. Let's move on to a more formal definition. Now for this, we are considering the triplet S, B, P. In this case, S is the sample space, which is equal to 0, 1, 2 as in our example. Then B is the sigma field of subsets in S, which we have seen that it is 0, 1, 2, 5 and so on. Then P is the probability function on S. We'll come to this in the later part of the video. Now, a random variable is a function x omega with domain S, that is 0, 1, 2 and range minus infinity, infinity, such that for every real number A, the event omega such that x omega less than equal to A belongs to the sigma field. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. Let's say A is equals to 1. Then what happens is omega such that x omega is less than equal to 1. Now this happens in two conditions where x omega is equals to 0, 1. Now we have seen that 0, 1 also belongs to a sigma field. This satisfies this particular event for A is equals to 1. Now let's say A is equals to 5. Then omega such that x omega is less than equal to 5. This happens in in the conditions of x omega is equals to 0, 1, 2, since this is our whole sample space, and we have seen that 0, 1, 2 also belongs to the sigma field. Hence this satisfies our condition of the event. Now let's move on to the probability function on S. we have seen that x is equals to 0, 1, 2 when tail comes up, head comes up, tail head comes up, or head comes up. We have total outcomes is equal to 4. Like I said earlier, that the probability that head comes up is equals to the probability that tail comes up is equals to half. Now, the probability that tail comes up is the probability that tail comes up to raised to the power 2. That is equal to half to the power 2, which is equal to 1 by 4. So, this is equal to probability that x is equals to 0. Now, probability that x is equals to 1 is equals to probability that tail comes up plus probability that tail head comes up. Now, this is equals to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is equals to half. Moving on, probability that x is equals to 2 is equals to that probability head comes up, which is equals to 1 by 4. Now, x is equals to 0, 1, 2, probability is equals to 1 by 4, probability is equals to half, then probability is equals to 1 by 4. If you see over here, we have the summation of all the pi, that is the summation of all the probabilities is equal to 1. That is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is equals to 1. Also, all of the pi's are greater than 0. These are the two properties that a probability function satisfies. So with this we come to the end of our video.